Oh, what's up, fans and friends? This is Bobblehead from Bobblehead Skill Rod Shop. Um, it's been a minute. I do apologize. the Had to do a lot of work getting ready for the show, and just had to take a break. Hey, John. Um, what I'm currently working on, as most of you know, my episodes are just like what you're working on and all that, and a little bit of bench time. Working on the MPC 60 Vet. I'm doing it as a sort of street drag car Friday night special. Short windshield and the little cover goes over like that. But yeah, our show was a big success. We had over 100 and something models on the table. I think it was like 116 or something. Yeah, hey Ron. I'm only just I think it's episode 12 or 13, so don't ruin the fun, John. It's looking good though. I really like what's coming up, how it's coming together. Hey, Godfather. Oh. That's the funny thing. That's the one thing I hate about old MPC and AMT pit marks. Always a pain in the butt. In the background, you can see that I've got the 3-window 49 Ford. Still not quite done. I was trying to have it done for our show, but that didn't happen. And then my McLaren style Mustang. I'm debating on ordering a 3D printed rotary motor and putting that in there. When McLaren was doing cars with Ford, like the Cougar, the Capri, Mustangs, I do recall them having some rotaries. Now, what style of rotaries they were, I don't know. If they were more towards like your stereotypical J-spec, Mazda. Yeah, I think it's a very enjoyable series, John. I kind of don't. I'm torn. One thing I do want to show you is, don't mind the bottom two shelves, but if I could get this thing to turn. Oops, wrong button. There's my new shelf that I've put in. Yes, that's my big plastic Santa Claus. But the top shelf and the second to top shelf are my current builds that I'm going to try to finish. The Mac box has a 65 Chevelle in it. Shown you this on here before. Pro Touring style. The little red wagon up top, one of them is for a Ford Econoline, sort of a modernized Ford Econoline. The other one is for the Dodge van, and then my Herbie and my 58 Impala Coupe. The Roadrunner is my first painted at-home paint using the craft paints that I get from work. The only thing is I got the cops called on me. So yeah, not fun getting the cops called on me, but hey, that's a part of the biz. When you got really weird neighbors and their kids are ignorant. I got a reason that I got the cops calling on me. I got a paint booth from a fellow club member. Hooked everything up, opened up a window, painted that model out the window, and next thing you know, the son is called the cops and is complaining, and this all went down while my dad was in the hospital. So cops came. They wouldn't issue a ticket. No tickets. No, they just told me, close it up, stop what you're doing, and do it some other time or somewhere else. So I have to figure out how and when and where I'm going to have my paint booth, because I really like how it turned out and I really want to do more. It's sort of a mixture color. I really don't like the original Dodge and Plymouth, like pink, Panther pink I think they called it. So I came up with a variation, and so that'll be a build that's coming. And then I've got in the one stack I bought at the show a 60 DeSoto, or 61 DeSoto, 60 or 61 DeSoto, and the Johan Roadrunner that I have that I'm going to be finally working on and doing sort of a pro touring Roadrunner. Pretty much that's the way it is in this state. This state is completely ignorant and completely stupid. I wish I was home in Florida where I didn't have to put up with such stupidity, but that's what I get. Here's the motor with the blower sitting on it, and that's going to be sitting out of the hood area. Interior is going to be camo gray or camo beige, along with the seat cover. And I'm going to use black primer, and then most likely the if it works right, because I've done it before and I'm hoping it does, the Tamiya green, really dark green that's in the aerosols, I'm going to spray it over the black primer, and hopefully I get the dark green that I'm looking for. Wow. Dang, John, that ain't cheap. Yeah, I've got R2 shows here in St. Louis that I go to, that I'm a part of the, judging staff and the actual staff that puts it on. And then I go to Kansas City show, which everybody's friend and mine, Mr. Mini Dreams, goes to if he can make it, and that show is a blast. I mean, 200 to 350, 400 models on the table. It's just photography nightmare, but it's a fun nightmare, and you get to talk to people, hang out with people, and have a good time. And that's what, to me, this hobby's about, is having a good time, enjoying people's company that relish and love the hobby that you enjoy. That's one show that I'm hoping sometime in the future to go to. Trying to, like I've been saying, find a full-time gig to where I can go to, a few more shows and all that. And then I don't have to work 60 to 70 hours a week. Because one company I work for that I've been at for 2.5 years, I'm just done with the way that I've been treated, and everything else associated with that company. Ooh, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to try to go to it next year. I didn't know they were stopping it. That's like the Salt Lake City GSL is the last one's going to be in 2023, and that's why I've been meticulously wow. But yeah, I have to see what I can do to go. But yeah, I've been working on one vehicle specifically for the GSL, the very last GSL. A friend of mine and I have talked and come to the conclusion that we have to go, and there's no two ways about it. We're going to go to it, and so To leave that or not leave that? That is the question. Yeah, one of the shows that I used to, I mean, I can't say I used to go to it all the time, but when I was growing up, I went to it at least twice. Was Palm Harbor, Florida. I want to say that it was put on by the Palm Harbor IPMS Club, but then man, that I know it was an IPMS club, but I can't remember. I think it was they were called the Central West IPMS of Florida, something like that. Um, and it was fun, you know, had a good time, but you know, couldn't go all the time, and I didn't really start really big into the hobby until I moved up here. And that's like a lot of people have asked. Yeah, they our local chapters show. Well, one of the local chapters show. I think they had somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25 or 30 cars and trucks on the table for their show, which was one of the most that they've ever had. Because I think they've only got like 3 or 4 classes for it. But everybody has asked me, well, what's the first, show you went to? And that's the club that I'm a member of when I first moved here. Moved here from Florida, and I was interested in models, and went to the first show that was going on was the October show in 1994. The car that I had at the time, I had got into a fender bender in the parking lot. Came home, thought about it. I really liked what was going on, and about, I want to say, I started buying more models because I lived right walking distance of a hobby shop. And ouch, that hurt. through the people that I met, I got more interested, and I eventually became a member of the club, which was, I want to say, about a year and a half later. I decided to join the club, and I've been a member ever since. Cool. But yeah, that, and then I became a member of the club and have been ever since. I hate being so meticulous about things, because I find so many things I need to clean up and fix. Taking all the badges off the car, the one that goes here, and the two side ones that go there. I'm contemplating taking these, what I call finger keys, off. Just to give it a little bit more racier feel. Because I was going to paint the inserts a different color, but I'm thinking I'm going to just chrome around them, the trim, and leave it all the same color. In fact, one of my favorite ones. Yeah, they were great days in corner stores. I mean, we've got a couple mom and pop style hobby shops still here, but I mean, for the most part, everything's at a Hobby Lobby or online. Put a flame in the indent. I just don't think I got a flame that'll work. Let me see here. And I don't have them over here. Party pooper. I mean, I am a big Americana guy. I was actually thinking of putting Eagle. But with the dark green, that just looks silly. And I don't know where my decals that I got from my friend is. This sucks. Because I actually had some flames. Yeah, that's a party pooper. Oh. Yep, bye-bye fingers. Yeah, this is a pain. I almost regret taking them out. Oh well. $60? Ouch. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't understand is, like, you know, things being so expensive up there. Ew. Ouch. But the thing is like, one of my gaming friends, he was sitting here telling me how cheap, well, what he pays for games, and it's like 20 to, I'd say 10 to 20 bucks cheaper than what we pay for games here. So, eesh. Yeah, I kind of won't be coming up to buy a house. Eesh. Ouch. That has got to suck. 27% of pay. Ouch. Hell, I thought I knew what I needed, and I'm going to have to make it. Because this ain't working. This ain't gritty enough. Have fun, John. Yes, so but that's some sticker shock, man. I whine about paying $10 over norm for tanks of gas, because I mean I used to pay uh, about $15. Now it's about 25, $28 for a tank of gas, but $12 just for smokes and 400 square feet is 9. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in primer tomorrow, so definitely gotta finish the other side. But that's how she'll look. Have the chrome trim definitely still. But those are the tires that are gonna be on the rear. Have a nose in the weeds, drag style. So, yep. Coming along. I have until next Friday to finish it. I always get myself into these messes, and I have no clue why. Okay, well. Extreme amounts of flash on an old kit. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Get this other side done. Should be ready for primer tomorrow. And paint tomorrow when I come home for brunch. Gloss coat on Sunday. And then here. Oh, got another watcher. Hello. I'm just doing some work on a 60 Corvette. Getting rid of the little chrome pieces that come out. Give it the smooth look. Kind of bad when you notice that the second time's always easier than the first as far as doing body mods. Eesh. Well, I'm willing to say that the body is done. Maybe a little bit more sanding. So that's ready to go. But that's where I've been up to. That's about where I'm at with this model. Showed you what I've got going on as far as on the bench. Showed you my new shelf with my projects that I hope to get finished by June. And I am going to say thank you for joining me. Try to do this again next week. But next week is Thanksgiving, so it'll probably be on Friday again. I'm trying to go back to Thursday nights, but we'll see how things meticulate. But this is Bobblehead from the Bobblehead Scale Rod Shop. Just saying thank you for watching. We appreciate everybody out there. We appreciate the hard-working shops, the hobby shops, and the guys that have the parts and paints for us and makes the 3D printed parts, the resin parts. But I want to say thank you again. This is Bobblehead from the Bobblehead Scale Rod Shop, saying we'll catch you later.